We're going to practice coming up with a prime factorization of each of these numbers. Write these numbers down, practice them on your own after having seen the previous video on how you do it, and then come back and see how you did. Alright, so 48, I like to go the middle of the road. I could do 2 times 24, but then the 2 sometimes gets forgotten. So I'm going to go with the middle of the road, which is 6 times 8. 6 8s are 48. And 6 is 2 times 3, both of which are prime. And 8 is 2 times 4. And the 4 is 2 times 2. So, prime factorization, all my 2's go first together. 1, 2, 3, 4 2's and a 3. And let's check that. 2 times 2 is 4 times 2 is 8 times 2 is 16, and 16 times 3. Or I could go 2 times 2 is 4 times 2 is 8 times 6 is 48. Either way, it does check. And if I wanted to write this in exponential notation, I have 4 factors of 2 times 3. All right, 100. Again, I like the middle of the road. Could do 2 times 50, but I want my 2 to get lost. So I'm going to do 10 times 10. 2 times 5. If you do it this way, sometimes you don't have to circle your prime numbers, but feel free. So this is going to equal 2 times 2 times, whoops, erase that. 2 times 2 times 5 times 5. And to check it, let's see, 4 times 25 is 100, so it checks. And to write that in exponential notation, I have 2 factors of 2, and I have 2 factors of 5. 64, aiming for the middle, 8 times 8, 4 times 2, 4 times 2, 2 times 2, 2 times 2. So this is going to equal 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And to check that, 2 times 2 is 4 times 2 is 8 times 2 is 16 times 2 is 32 times 2 is 64, and it does check. And to write that one in exponential notation, I have 6 factors of 2, so 2 to the 6th. 37. Doesn't end in a 2, doesn't end in a 5, doesn't end in a 0. If I add 3 and 7, I get 10. That's not a multiple of 3. So, and 7 doesn't go in, so what we would write is prime. There are no factors of 37 other than 37. And 1 is prime, so if we want the prime factorization, can't be done. It is just plain old 37. All right, let's try the next page. Again, write these down, practice them, and come back and see how you did. All right, 45, 9 times 5. 5 is prime. 3 times 3. 3's are prime. 3 times 3 times 5. Checking. 9 times 5 is 45, and this is 3 squared times 5. 54, let's see, that's 9 times 6. That's 3 times 3, both of which are prime. And 6 is 3 times 2, both of which are prime. So 2 times 3 times 3 times 3. And to check that, I would go 2 times 3 is 6, 6 times 9 is 54. Checking is important in case you write down the wrong number. Make a careless mistake. Very easy to do. Exponential notation, 2 times 3 to the 3rd, because I have 3 factors of 3. 87, not even. Doesn't end in a 5 or a 0. Let me try adding up 7 and 8. Oh, I get 15. That means 3 goes in. Doesn't tell me how many times, I just know it goes in. So you might have to do some little arithmetic over here to the side, some long division here. Let's see, 3 is going to go in twice. Oh, 9. So 87 is 3 times 27. And that would be all you, oops, that's a 9, isn't it? Look at that, it's a 9 up there. I knew that wasn't right. Easy fix. 2 times 29, it's a 9. 2 times 29. Talk about careless mistakes. Always check. 91, now that's an interesting one. Doesn't end in a 2, doesn't end in a 5 or a 0, and if I add up 9 and 1, I get 10, so 3 doesn't go in. So you have to do some checking. Put some effort and some research into this. Like, okay, 91. What are the numbers? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, let's see. 7 times into 91. Well, there is a rule. There is actually an algorithm to figure out what the rule for 7 is, but it's just more work than this. So we're just going to do a little long division here. 7 goes in, just to check, who knows? 7 goes into 9 ones. Aha. 3. So 91 is 7 times 13. And it is not prime. How'd you do? This workforce product was funded by a grant awarded by the United States Department of Labor's Employment and Training Administration. The product was created by the grantee and does not necessarily reflect the official position of the U.S. Department of Labor. The Department of Labor makes no guarantees, warranties, or assurances of any kind, express or implied, with respect to such information, including any information on link sites and including, but not limited to, accuracy of the information or its completeness, timeliness, usefulness, adequacy, continued availability, or ownership.